People with diabetes still face the same struggles as people without diabetes. One of these struggles, and one I'm often asked to advise on, is weight loss. Type 2 diabetes is also brought about by weight gain in up to 90% of sufferers, and so it's a key issue I address in practice. Today, I'm going to take you through the key reasons as to why people in the UK are, on average, getting larger. First, let me give you the science stuff. Don't worry, this is easy to understand. Our overall weight is decided by energy in versus energy out. We measure this in kilocalories, or calories as you may know it. To achieve weight loss, we must have more energy or calories going out than we have coming in. We call this negative energy balance. The Department of Health currently recommends a daily calorie intake of 2,500 calories per day for men and 2,000 calories per day for women. These values vary with age, weight, activity levels and metabolism. Therefore, the calorie recommendations are an average of the population. What is clear, however, is those who gain weight persistently consume more calories than their bodies require, regardless of what that requirement is. This can be frustrating for many people because they may not necessarily view their calorie intake as excessive. If more calories go in than out, this is considered excessive in the context of weight and thus will lead to weight gain. We call this positive energy balance. Nearly 2/3 of adults in England were classed as being overweight or obese in 2015. The rate of increase has slowed down since 2001, although the trend continues upwards. Clearly, something has fundamentally changed in society, but the question is, what? Reason 1, the culture. We are living in an obesogenic environment where less than healthier choices are very common, which encourages excess weight gain and obesity. A report called the Foresight Report states that while achieving and maintaining calorie balance is a consequence of individual decisions about diet and activity, our environment, and particularly the availability of calorie-rich food, now makes it much harder for individuals to maintain healthier lifestyles. Reason 2, eating out and takeaways. The increasing consumption of out-of-home meals that are often cheap and readily available at all times of the day has been identified as one of the important factors contributing to rising levels of obesity. More than 1/4 of adults and 1/5 of children eat food from out-of-home food outlets at least once a week. These meals tend to be associated with higher energy intake, higher levels of fat, saturated fats, sugar and salt, and also have lower levels of micronutrients. Even if it's just once in a while, these treats can add up quickly. Reason 3, physical activity. Quite simply, we are not burning off enough of the calories that we consume. People in the UK are around 20% less active now than in the 1960s. We are the first generation to need to make a conscious decision to build physical activity into our daily lives. Fewer of us have manual jobs. Technology dominates our lives both at home and in the workplace. Figures from the Health Survey for England show that 33% of men and 45% of women aged 16 and over do not manage at least 150 minutes of moderate physical activity per week. That's 30 minutes of walking 5 times per week. Number 1, eat less high-calorie foods. Even if you think you are infrequently eating these foods, if they exist in your diet, they could be a problem. Number 2, move more if you are able. This opens up a greater margin of error with your diet. You can do this by increasing your exercise levels or increasing what is known as your non-exercise activity thermogenesis, or NEAT. NEAT simply refers to daily activities such as walking, cleaning, gardening, which aren't structured exercise. Or if you can do both, all the better. Number 3, reduce your portion sizes. Whether high calorie or low calorie, calories are in all foods. You can eat more of the low calorie foods like vegetables and less of the high calorie foods like takeouts if you want to manage your weight. This is especially important if choosing high calorie foods where portion sizes really matter. Try to eat to satisfaction and not to the point of bloating. This is down to you. Pick a weight you would be comfortable at, but be realistic. Alongside long-term goals, set more achievable short-term goals, i.e., you may want to lose 5 stone, but focus on 1 pound at a time. Choose a new lifestyle routine. Consequently, the weight will come off naturally. So don't stress about how quickly or slowly the weight is coming off. Don't think short-term. It's no good following a restrictive plan for short-term success. Don't do what you've always done in the past if it hasn't worked for you. It's time to change the approach if you want different results. Do not think day to day. You may eat healthy 5 days per week, but you can still undo all your good work in 1 or 2 days. The trick is finding a routine which works for you and sticking with it consistently. Consistency is absolutely key. And that's it. Remember, check out the blog for weekly new information where you can ask me questions, diabetes or lifestyle related. Subscribe to the blog or YouTube channel, and for now, I'll say goodbye.